Okay, so I don't usually do videos like this. I don't really usually post to Facebook, but last couple of days I've been speaking to someone who is in an extremely abusive relationship, emotionally and physically, and I think verbally as well. It's actually quite saddening because she thinks it's normal and that every relationship's like that. In fact, she said several times that it's normal, and to either quote or paraphrase something along the lines of every relationship's like this, it just happens, and it doesn't. It doesn't always happen, and now you can't see me, but that's not the point. Abusive relationships are really shitty, and they're not normal. And I understand that if someone's in an abusive relationship, that it's very difficult to get out of it, because if you love the person, then it's what you know. They take all the power, and they make you feel like you deserve it, which is what this girl has said. I don't know. They just make you feel worthless and like no one else could love you, and that they're the only person that will love you, because usually it's something they'll say. If you try and leave, it'll be a case of no one will love you like I do, or you deserve this, or things to that effect, and it weakens the abusee. I think that's the right word. And it's just sad, really. I don't know how else to describe it. I've been talking to this girl for a couple of days. I've tried explaining to her that it's not normal and that she needs to leave, and that he's just being abusive. He has all the power, but like I say, I understand that it's difficult to leave that kind of situation. Just like if you're in a relationship where the person doesn't, not so much abuse you, but if they don't give you attention, so then you feel low, but then they see that, they know what they're doing, and then they come back and like, oh no, I love you, and they'll buy you gifts and they'll make you feel special. It's one of those, because you love that person, you don't want to leave. And an abusive relationship is pretty similar to that, but a lot worse. And it's not right. It's horrible. It's degrading. It's just really shitty. I don't know how else to describe it. And I realise I'm rambling here, but I'm kind of just getting my thoughts out as they come to me. This wasn't planned. This wasn't one of these things that, I scripted in my head. This is just thinking about it off the top of my head and saying what I think about the situation. This girl has said that her boyfriend, I hate using the word abuse. I hate it. He's violent towards her, well, hits her, and he messes with her mentally and emotionally, for really stupid things like flirt with other guys when she doesn't realise. But the thing is, some girls, I know this, some girls when they're in a relationship will flirt with another guy and they'll know what they're doing, but a lot of the time they will just be being friendly with someone else, and most guys understand that. Most guys understand that, a girl is going to have her male friends no matter what. He's not going to be, I was was going to say, it's not going to be like her world or everything. So, and you know, when people are saying that they love each other, they'll use that. But for the context of this, you know, you say that to someone when you say you love them, because you know you do feel like that. But you've got your own life. You have your friends. You have your family, and like I say, most guys understand that. But some guys will be insecure, and will see every guy as a threat. You know, I'm going to be honest and open here and say that I've been in relationships where, before I say this, I'd like to clarify, I would never abuse someone mentally, physically or emotionally. My point being that I've been in relationships where I've been insecure and I've seen guys as threats, but that stems from a long history of things, so I'm not going to go into, because that's not the point of this video. But some guys will be insecure about that, and it manifests to a point where they do become abusive, and they take it out on the person they're with, they're supposed to love, which is what's happening with this girl. A couple of other things were not paying attention, asking for too much. I'm not sure how you ask for too much, or saying stupid things. Now, everyone is going to say stupid things, regardless if you're in a relationship or not. If you're in a relationship, there are going to be times when you are talking to your significant other and you might say something stupid or ridiculous. Granted, that happens. There are times when you might just be out with a group of friends and they were laughing and joking, you say something back, you know, thinking it's funny, and then you say it and you immediately think, that was a stupid thing to say. That made no sense. But in no way does that ever give someone the right to hurt someone for doing that. Ever. It's just not right. There's no need for it. And it's cowardly. It's the only way I can describe that. Fucking buses. It's the only way I can describe it. It's cowardly. Because it is. You've got to be a coward to hit another woman. Now, I admit there are situations where women hit men and men are abused, and again, that's cowardly. Doesn't matter what your gender is. If you're abusing someone that you're supposed to love, it's cowardly, and you deserve to face some punishment for that. One of the other things that this person said to me, as is the case with all abusers, is that when he hits or whatever, he'll take her to hospital, get her checked out by nurses and doctors, but she won't speak up. Most people who are abusees will get asked the question, how did you get the bruises, or what happened? They'll say the two usual answers, or the two most common ones that I know of, are I fell down the stairs or I walked into a door. Now it's got to the point where he has that much power, she's too scared to even give the answer. He talks to her because she's too scared to say the wrong thing. There is no wrong thing. Okay, I know people are going to say, well, there is. The wrong thing is to cover it up and defend him and say that it's your fault. But that's not really the wrong thing. That's you being scared. That's you feeling weak. That's you thinking, or that's the person thinking that obviously they deserve it, and that the person they love who is abusing them doesn't deserve to have anything done to them punishment-wise. But I don't know. There is no wrong thing, but you've got to have been broken a lot to the point where you can't tell the nurses or doctors even an excuse. You can't be the one to give them. It's the abuser that has to do it, and that really saddens me, because this girl, like any other abusee, I know I said abuser, that would have been wrong, seems like a lovely person. She seems nice. Seems really nice, down to earth. But someone's broken her, and it's And I'm sorry if you see me smile, I apologise. That isn't a smile or a smirk that's happy. That's an angry smile, shall we say, towards this guy. People will think, well, that's just stupid. That doesn't exist. But trust me, if you were like me, you'd understand my mind. But it saddens me that he's done this to like all abusers do to the person they're abusing, that they break them. There's no other word for it. And I've rambled on for nearly 11 minutes. I wasn't meant to do that. It's meant to be a quick, short video. But I'd just like to say, if you, I'm going to let this fucking car go past, because otherwise my point's going to get missed. Point is, if you're in that situation, I know it's tough, and people will go, well, you've never been in that position. Fair enough, but I can imagine how tough it must be, and I can imagine how difficult it must be, and how people can feel. So what I will say is, if you're in that position where you're in a relationship where you're being abused, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, if it's all three, if it's just one of the three, if it's a combination, and you're not sure what to do, I get that it's hard to leave. I do. And some people manage it, some people don't. Some people manage it through sheer willpower, some people manage it through support and support groups, and some people just manage it by one day going, do you know what, I'm not meant for this, and they don't break free through willpower. They just come to the realisation that they're better than that, and they run. So if you're in that position, all I can say is, if you're not sure that that's accurate, then talk to someone, see what they think and get their opinion. If they think that you're being abused, then try and talk to someone, whether it's friends, whether it's a support group, whether it's a police liaison officer, anyone. Just talk to them, and try and get free from it. Like I say, it's tough, I get that, but you as a person are better than that, and you deserve more, and you deserve to be treated in the proper way, and not like that. If anyone I know personally on my Facebook, or if you know me through a friend, you don't have me on Facebook or whatever, if you're in that situation, my inboxes are open. I'm always happy to talk to people and help out where I can, and I will listen. I will listen whatever time of day or night. Like I say, if it's not me and you want to talk to someone else, then do it. But yeah, just know you're better than that. Know you're better than the person that you've been made into by someone who isn't worth that, who isn't worth the time and love and the effort you give them. And yeah, just if nothing else, if you can't leave, if you can't find the power to that, if you love the person too much to leave, if you don't want to leave them, if you don't think you can leave them, all I'll say is be safe as you can be. And a way to do that maybe is to inbox someone or text someone that's a friend every morning, just so they know you're still here, just so they know that you're still safe. Because they will worry about you, but as long as they know that you're, okay, safe's not the right word, as long as they know that you're still here, then it will help. I hope this helps someone or people. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, but I felt like it needed to be said. And if you're an abuser and you know what you're doing, I seriously suggest taking a very, 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 very long, hard look in the mirror, taking a good, hard, long look at yourself, looking at why you're doing this, and seeking help, because it's not normal. And you're treating a person a way that no one deserves to be treated. No one deserves to be treated or made to feel like less of who they are. or what they can be. So yeah, and anyone suffering, please stay safe, and I hope it gets better. But for now, that's all. And like I said, if anyone wants to talk to me, then they can do. All right, see you guys.